Maddie's Imagination, where you can have fun. Welcome to Maddie's Imagination, where you can be yourself. I make gaming videos and vlogs and art. It's pretty cool. Also make me a little story time. Hey, hey, welcome to Maddie's Imagination. Maddie's Imagination. Maddie's Imagination. Imagination, 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 place where you can be one, Maddie's Imagination. Hey guys, so today I'm going to be giving you a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, but about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books that I think you guys should read. So these are book recommendations for all, and these books are amazing. I love them so much, so I hope you guys will love them as well. The first book that I wanted to introduce to you guys was Blended, and Blended was about a little girl who was basically blended between her parents. But her parents ended up getting a divorce, and I find this pretty nice because it shows the life of a divorced life from a child, and that's just amazing. Next up is Wings of Fire, The Hidden Kingdom, and I'll also be doing more Wings of Fire mentionings on my channel because this book was just so amazing, and it's a series. So this was book 3, The Hidden Kingdom, and basically, this is where, It's a story about Glory and how she finds out where she comes from, because they're all trying to find out where they come from in the entire series. So Glory finds out where she comes from and actually finds out that she is meant to be a princess, but she has to fight all these different queens to become a princess. The next book that I have is Nancy Drew, The Secret of the Old Clock. I read this one with my mom, and this book was amazing. I loved it. It's a great mystery book if you love mysteries. It's amazing. I just love this book so much, and I will definitely go back and read this again. Next up was Making Friends. I have reread this book at least 5 times. This is a graphic novel just like Wings of Fire, The Hidden Kingdom, which they have novels and graphic novels, but that's not the point. Making Friends is a graphic novel that I loved so much. I went back and read it 5 whole times. It was amazing. This was about a girl whose aunt left behind when she died. In her will, well, everything was just to anybody who grabbed it. This certain particular girl, her niece, got the magical sketchbook, and whatever she drew in the sketchbook came to life. And this girl did not have any friends, so she drew her own friend, and her name was Madison. And then, you know, you have to read the book, so I'm not going to spoil it, because once I start talking about it, I'm never going to stop, so I need to stop. Next up was From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frank Willer. Another book that I read with my mom, an amazing story. This one was like half mystery, half, adventure. It's basically about these 2 kids who I believe were siblings in the story. It's been a while since I read it, but I would definitely go reread it again because, I didn't forget everything, but they went to this museum in New York, and it's an art museum, and I really want to go there. But we have not gotten any tickets, but I really want to go there to that museum. It's an actual museum, but I'm not going to spoil anything. I'm not going to tell you guys what museum it is, but basically about these kids who end up living in the museum for a little bit to find out who did this and that and this and that, and they're just going on different things, and then they find this secret office. The last book that I have today, guys, is Mallory Makes a Difference, and this is about Mallory McDonald, and she is contributing to the world to help out, and it's around Thanksgiving time, and I just love this book so much. So let's go ahead and rate the books. Blended was definitely a full out 9.5 out of 10. Why is it a 9.5 out of 10? Because I know why it's called Blended, but the reason why it's called Blended is not the main concept of the story. It's more of like the side concept. The main concept is a child's life being with divorced parents. Nancy Drew and The Secret of the Old Clock. Amazing story. I rate this definitely a 10 out of 10. I love mystery books, and I'm currently reading
Harry Potter. So once I finish that, I might tell you guys how that goes, and that just seems amazing. But Nancy Drew, definitely a 10 out of 10. I love the mystery. I love the answers. I love how the story ended. I'm not going to tell you guys how the story ended. I definitely do remember how the story ended. Don't worry. But I'm not going to tell you guys because you guys need to go and read this first and tell me what you think about all these books. And tell me in the comment section down below. The question of the day is, what books of these do you own, if you own any of these? Also, tell me some books that I should, read, because I really would love to hear from you guys. Wings of Fire, The Hidden Kingdom. I definitely love this book. I would rate this one a 9.8. I loved it, but the graphic novels, I don't know, I wouldn't say they're meant to be fast, but like comics and graphic novels that I've gotten have been pretty big, but I get them extremely fast. But these graphic novels, for some reason, actually I rate this one a 10 out of 10 because this graphic novel was one of the only graphic novels, which the entire series is just like this, is one of the only novels that actually is a very long graphic novel, and it has so much detail in the story, and it's just amazing. I love this one so much, and I would like to give a shout out to the girl who introduced Wings of Fire to me last year in school, and we'll just call her Avery. Thank you, Avery, for recommending Wings of Fire to me. I love this book series so much. Next up is Making Friends. Making Friends, 10 out of 10. I freaking read this one in a restaurant. I was reading this at a restaurant, and I loved it. I just reread it. That was my 5th time reading it. I'm about to go reread it again after I finish Harry Potter. But I really love this book. So I really recommend everybody to read that one, because that one was amazing. Next up, from the Mixed Up Files of Miss Basil E. Frankwiller. I was thinking of beeswax, don't ask me why. This one, definitely a 9 out of 10. And the reason why it's not getting a 9.5 or a 9.7 or something like that, and it's just a plain old 9 out of 10, is because I didn't hate it. But I loved it, actually. I loved the book. But the story was just all over the place. Like, they were going from one place to another, and it was nighttime, but we didn't even know it was during the daytime. Like, we thought they were exploring during the nighttime, during the daytime. They wouldn't even tell you when it was nighttime or daytime. They would just say, like, hey, people are here, yada, yada, yada. From at least what I remember, and it was pretty crazy. They were going from, like, the museum to, like, some sort of office to, like, this other museum or something, I think. And they were like searching and researching. It was a really confusing book, but I really loved it, and I just love the entire concept. Last was Mallory Makes a Difference. Definitely a 10 out of 10. This really gives the inspiration that people need these days to actually contribute to the world and help out the world, and especially during special events such as Thanksgiving, especially since you're giving out something during a time that you need to be giving thanks around Thanksgiving. And especially since the cover shows they're giving away canned food for Thanksgiving. Perfect. Mwah. I love the concept. Definitely a 10 out of 10. So I know this video is already pretty long, but let's just go ahead and let me show this to you. So let's do this. So boom. So all of my 10 out of 10s are Wings of Fire, Mallory Makes a Difference, The Secret of the Old Clock, and Making Friends. And Secret of the Old Clocks is Nancy Drew, by the way, guys. My 9.5 is Blended. And then lastly was my 9 out of 10, which was from the Mixed Up Files of Miss Basil E. Frankwiller. This entire episode was so great. So this is episode 1 of Recommending Books podcast. Tell me what books I should read, guys, in the comment section down below, because if I get those books and I read them and I really like them, I would definitely give you guys a shout out and read that. Give you guys a shout out if I put it in one of my books that I recommend videos. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Don't forget to never ever stop imagining, and make sure nobody takes away your imagination, because your imagination is wild. Ow. Your imagination is wild. And I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing, and I'm so happy you guys are able to watch my video. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a video. And remember, put that on post notifications, by the way, so you guys never ever miss a video, because if you put it on just the regular post notification, not post notification, but if you put it on the regular notification bell, it's not gonna work. So put on post notifications so you guys can get every single post notification that I have. And so yeah, I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys in the next video, and I love you guys so much. I know I already said that like 3 times, 4 times already, but I love, oh my gosh, I was about to say I love you guys so much again. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, you're amazing.
Maddie's Imagination, where you can have fun. Welcome to Maddie's Imagination, where you can be yourself. I make gaming videos and vlogs and art. It's pretty cool. Also make me a little story time. Hey, hey, welcome to Maddie's Imagination. Maddie's Imagination. Maddie's Imagination. Imagination, 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 a place where you can be one, Maddie's Imagination.
Guys, today I'm back with episode 3 of book recommendations. So, hope you guys are having an amazing day. Today I have with me 6 books. So, I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Okay, so you guys, the first book we have is How Do Dinosaurs Stay Safe? This book is about simple safety reasons, and it's instead of humans, like kids' safety reasons, it's dinosaurs. I like this one a lot because it shows safety for kids, but in a very fun and humorous way. So, I don't know if you understand what I'm saying here, but yeah. Next up is 𝙎𝙤𝙬𝙀𝙐𝙀 Might Take the Stage. And, the Tia sisters are trying to reunite friends with friends, and they're also, auditioning in, I guess you could say like a talent show. So, yeah. Next up I have Dork Diaries Party Time. I am obsessed with the Dork Diaries series. So you guys have to look out because there's going to be a lot of episodes where I'm talking about Wings of Fire or Dork Diaries because I love the series. So this one is Nikki. Duh. That's so confusing. And she, is going to her crush Brennan's birthday party. But of course, her bully, Mackenzie Hollister, has to get in the way of everything. Next up is The Babysitter's Club, Little Miss Stonybrook and Dawn. Amazing book. I can't even with it. Dawn is helping the girls, become Little Miss Stonybrook, as the title suggests. So, I like that one. This next book is really just if you like this certain anime. The book is, it's a manga. So it's Demon Slayer Book 1, Kimetsu no Yaiba, I think it's pronounced. And I like this one. I've watched the anime, and they left us on a cliffhanger. I'm sorry I have to tell you guys that, so that we guys are not, upset about that. So, but, yeah, there is definitely a cliffhanger, so sorry about that. Next up we have Clash. This is Olive, and she is being, I guess you could say, bullied, sort of, by the new girl in class who is trying to steal her friends, make Olive do things, because Olive wants to become this girl's friends really bad, but, of course, the girl she's trying to become friends with is taking advantage of that, and, yeah. And the last book we have is Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew, book number 2, Scream for Ice Cream. This is where Nancy Drew, Bess, and Georgia have to go, and they are entering this ice cream contest for who can make the best ice cream. But somebody has stolen an ice cream. I guess you could say like either recipe or like the ice cream. I don't know which one you want to call it, but somebody is stolen it from their best friend, another best friend, but they're not in the Clue Crew. So Nancy, Georgia, and Bess go on a mission to find out who stole it and get it back to their friend before the competition so they can all win. Now it's time for the rating. How do dinosaurs stay safe? It's definitely getting a 10 out of 10, guys, because I like this one. It's pretty good. It shows safety, and I think it's pretty funny as well. 𝙎𝙤𝙬𝙀𝙀, 𝙬𝓰𝓷𝓸𝓻𝓮, mice take the stage. I like this one, but no, there was something in it that was missing to me. That I liked it, but there was something missing in the book. Not like hey, like this was in the book before. No, I'm like talking about like there's something I liked about the book, but it felt like it needed a bit more like either this or a bit more either that. You know what I'm saying? And then we have Dork Diaries Party Time. 10 out of 10. I love the series so much. It was amazing. I love this book so much. Little Miss Stonybrook and Dawn, The Babysitter's Club. I guess this one gets an 8 out of 10. This one was good, but it felt like it was boring a bit. So it felt like the story just kept going on and on and on. But I did like it from like the beginning and near the end. But it was like the middle. It was like droning on and on and on and on and on. And then Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, correct me if I'm wrong, and book number 1. It really only makes sense if you watch the anime, because it explains a lot more than the book does. But I like this one. It was a 10 out of 10. It was exactly how the book was, and I love cliffhangers. So next up is Clash, a 10 out of 10. It teaches you how to handle bullies and tell you like you should just shut them out of your life, and that you should not be becoming obsessed or try to make friends with somebody that is not treating you right. And then lastly, Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew, Scream for Ice Cream. This one is getting a flat out 10 out of 10. I love this one. I did not expect for this certain person to be the culprit of the story. So I guess that's part of the mystery. I love mystery books. So that's getting a nice 10 out of 10. And yeah, I have to say this has to be like the shortest episode so far. It's surprising because I have the same amount of books as I did for the first episode. I think 6 books, and that one was like 10 minutes. This is 6 minutes. But let me go ahead and do the outro. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Never stop imagining, because you never let somebody tell you you can't do something, because you can definitely do it. I love you guys so much. You guys are, oh my gosh, I already said that. Make sure to like if you guys are interested in this video. Subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a video. Put it on post notifications so you guys never ever miss a video. And make sure you guys check out the rest of my channel, because I have some more amazing videos up here, and I post every single Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And if I don't post, then that means I'm doing something, I'm busy, or like I was way too busy to get something set up. But that's not the point. Okay, I love you guys so much. Bye, have a great day.
Welcome to Maddie's Imagination, where you can have fun. Welcome to Maddie's Imagination, where you can be yourself. I make gaming videos and vlogs and art. It's pretty cool. Also make me a little story time. Hey, welcome to Maddie's Imagination. Maddie's Imagination. Maddie's Imagination. 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 A place where you can be one. Maddie's Imagination.
Before the video, because last episode I had to actually like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 6 books. Yay. So the first book I want to talk about is Phoebe and Her Unicorn. So this is about Phoebe, and she's just skipping around kind of lake, and then her rock all of a sudden bonks a unicorn on the head. So of course the unicorn's like, hey, I can't stop looking at my reflection, so you help me, so I'm gonna give you, I guess, like, I think it was like 3 wishes, just like 3 grants, because she's a unicorn, she does magic. So but Phoebe wasn't all too excited, so she just like basically was using her unicorn for popularity at school. And then she got really upset with the unicorn when she didn't show up for school. But I'm not gonna tell you guys the rest of it, because it sort of gives away the book. And hello. It sort of gives away the book and the excitement, so I really recommend reading this one. Next up, I have Wings of Fire, Book 5, The Brightest Night graphic novel. Because, you know, there's novels and there's graphic novels for this book. No words. This one was amazing. I have to shout out my friend for recommending this one for me. Because Wings of Fire was amazing. I can't even, like, oh my gosh. Definitely recommend. Next up is The Bad Guys in Mission Unpluckable. This one was extremely funny, and the reason why I pulled this book out, I have another Bad Guys book, but I'm going to tell you guys that one later in the series. But the reason why I got this certain one, because we were on the plane the other day, and my siblings were both watching the Bad Guys movie, and I was like, hey, I got those books at home. Like, I should probably make an episode based off of these, like, because, you know, not based off of the entire, like, movie and book, but, you know, like, episode with the book in it. So, yeah. Next up is Mallory McDonald's Super Sitter. This one was about Mallory, and she's learning about babysitting because, you know, some people need a little bit extra cash. I like this book. It was amazing. Next up is Owl Diaries. Ava's Big Sleepover. Now, this one, personal favorite between me and my cousin. I mean, me and my cousin, we just love this one so much. And we love Owl Diaries in general. She got me into Owl Diaries. I must say. She did. There's no denying it either. Because soon after that, we started buying Owl Diaries books, but for each other. So, like, for this one, I bought 2 of, and I gave one to her, and I kept one, and we would read together. It was amazing. Next up is Unicorn on a Roll, another Phoebe and her Unicorn adventure, and I believe this is book 2 of Phoebe and her Unicorn. And this is where Phoebe is finally, like, you know, like, becoming friends with her unicorn. Yeah, this is on number 2. This is where she's finally becoming friends with her unicorn, which is actually amazing. And she's teaching Phoebe. You would expect her to, like, be like, okay, I have to keep you hidden away from the world and all this stuff. This book has a twist. She's trying to teach the unicorn about the world, taking her every single last place she goes, and sometimes hiding her. It depends on where they're going. I really recommend this book as well. Next up is Bake Mice Bake. I know we just went through a whole bunch of chapter books, but, you know, I'm going to start putting, I have 2 regular books with me today. So Bake Mice Bake was actually, this is a level 1. So this would be a nice one to get for your little siblings, maybe, or if you're just like, okay, I need something quick to read. And I just, you know, I don't feel like, you know, like I need to read, but I don't got the time to read. So let me just go ahead and get a short book and be done with everything. Definitely a good one, and I've read this one like 10 times. Like, this is one of my favorite Penguin Young readers. Next up is Ultra Squad, this is Time After Slime. Another good book. Also, you can find all these books on Amazon, I believe. But this was another good quick book. So if you're like, okay, I need to read, but I don't got the time to read, this is a really quick book, and it's a comic. So imagine loving comics, superheroes, and needing something quick to read. Issue number 4. Also known as, you know, book 4, not issue number 4. It says issue 4, but you know what I mean. Next up is Jada Jones, Dancing Queen. My mom got this book for me, and I read this like all the time. Like, it's amazing. So, not city council, school council, class council. And Jada's new friend, I think it was this book, has just moved away, and she's having a very hard time making new friends. Next up is Squad Goals. Squad Goals was an amazing one. I love this. It's about a girl in school who wants to become a queen bee. And a queen bee is like a cheerleader on the cheer squad. But, you know, the head cheerleaders are sort of giving her a very hard time because they don't really like her. So So yeah, this one was extremely good. I believe my mom got this one for me as well. It was either her or I got it, and it was amazing. Beautiful. Next up is Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew, the Cinderella Ballet Mystery. And in the last episode, you guys, I talked about Nancy Drew and the Secret of the Hidden Clock, I think it was called. And I have a book. Hold on, I have it right here. Nancy Drew and the Secret of the Old Clock, not Hidden Clock. So, anyways, so Nancy Drew, Bess, and Georgia are all in this ballet class, but they're doing a Cinderella show, I guess you could call it play, I guess. And then the shoe, the Cinderella shoe, glass slipper, but you know, it's a plastic slipper, because who would trust a whole bunch of like 7-year-olds with like a piece of glass slipper? What? But glass slipper goes missing. So now Nancy Drew, Bess, and Georgia or George are on their way to find the missing glass slipper. Boom! Nice summary. I'm not gonna tell you who guys did it though. That is, you guys gotta go read it. And the last one I got, Fly Guy Presents Castles. Another quick book, but this one has a bit more education in it. And yeah, for me, I didn't really recommend, but for those who like want to learn interesting facts about castles, I definitely recommend this one. I didn't really like this one way too much, but I know like a couple people in the world may like, hey, I want to learn about castles. So how can I learn about castles and the culture and all that stuff? That's how you do it. That is how you do it. So let's start with the rating. Phoebe and Her Unicorn definitely gets a 10 out of 10. It has the plot twist of a lifetime. Who would have thought a little girl would not want to know about unicorns and rainbows, and when she finds out about a unicorn, she's just so annoyed. Like, all I want you for is my popularity, and then you can go. You can leave. You can leave. You can leave. Unicorn on a Roll, another great plot twist. 10 out of 10, y'all. You would expect a little girl, like, to have a, boom, sense if she is not that much into unicorns. Like, how, like, the tiniest bit of Buffy's so-called sense and keep the unicorn hidden. But no, he shows her the right world. Next up is Big Mice Big. 9 out of 10, but I'm not really into short books. I'm more into chapter books. So this one for me was, you know, deducted a point. Deducted a point. Next up is Owl Diaries. Ava's Big Slip. 10 out of 10. I didn't even finish the title. It's a 10 out of 10. Me and my favorite cousin. Oh, I mixed up my words. Me and my cousin's favorite book series. Did you hear I said that? I was about to say me and my favorite cousin's book series. Like, what? What does that even mean? No, me and my cousin's favorite book series. Next up is Mallory McDonald's Super Sitter. Definitely rate this one a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. The real reason why is, why are so many books these days trying to convince us we can be babysitters? If you watch The Babysitter's Club, that show, the girls are in middle school. Don't you have to be like 13 to babysit? 14 at least? Like, what? These girls are in middle school. As far as we know, they could be 11, 12, 9, 8 even. And they're in middle school. Y'all just letting the babysit? Okay, that's y'all call. That's y'all call. I ain't gonna say nothing about it, because that's y'all call. Next up is The Bad Guys in Mission Impossible. 10 out of 10. I love this book so much. It was extremely funny, and I love this one. I definitely recommend. Next up is Fly Guy Presents Castles. At this point, I'm not even doing it in an order. Last episode and the future episodes, I did do it in order. But this one, when I accidentally slid it over, it kind of tipped all the books, but jumbled them up, and I didn't know which ones came first and then last, you know. And I know Fly Guys Presents was last, but I just want to get this one over with. Short book, 7 out of 10, because deducting 1 point, short book, I prefer chapters. Deducting 2 other points because this one was actually kind of boring to me, but because I'm not into learning about like things like castles and royalty. I'm not really into that way too much, but I know some people might be. But I learned a lot, so I'll just go out time up to another time. I love this comic book so much, and I've reread this at least 3 times. Nancy Drew and the Clue Cruise Cinderella Ballet Mystery. This had me reading for weeks. Why weeks if it's such a thin book, you ask? Because school, assignments, studying, and much, much more. Ow. I did not mean to bite down on the peppermint. That's your fault. Okay, but anyways. This book had me reading for weeks because I never had time to. Like lately, I haven't had that much time to read. But you know, now I've been getting like more and more time to read. And currently, I'm reading Harry Potter. I'm on chapter 6. And I started Monday, and I'm on chapter 6. My mission is to read 2 chapters of it each and every day because there's like 17, 18 chapters on the first book. But you know, so far I like it. Delicious. I hope you enjoyed that ASMR, by the way. This book had me reading for weeks because I didn't have time to read it, but it had me hanging on for weeks. Like during like studying sessions with my mom and my siblings, I'd be sitting there like, when can I read Nancy Drew Cinderella Ballet Mystery? The slapping is supposed to represent me flipping pages of a notebook. Like, when can I read it? And then finally I got to the ending, and I was like, bro, I did not expect them to be the culprit, bro. Yeah, because I'm cool like that. Sorry. Next up is Jada Jones, Dancing Queen. 9 out of 10. Because I don't remember every last detail of the story, but I loved it otherwise. Wings of Fire, the graphic novel, the five, the brightest night, definitely a 10 out of 10. It's a long graphic novel, unlike all of the others. That's why I loved it so much. It was a nice story. It's about Sunny and finding her mom, the queen, and she has to escape the dungeon. I don't know why I'm singing the explanation. Ta-da. Okay, last time we have a squad goal because we've been in here for 15 minutes, y'all, and I know you guys like, can I just like leave or something? Because this premiere is pretty long. Squad goals. 10 out of 10. I love this one so much. It gave me inspiration because I've always wanted to be a cheerleader, and this one had the perfect constitution for me to be a cheerleader because this got me so inspired. Yes, I'm talking extremely fast, just like I do at the end of my videos, in my outros. My cousin even said I talk fast when I do my intros and my outros. That's her fault, not my fault. So that she needs to like go and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm talking extremely fast, and I'm really sorry, but I'm not sorry at the same time. So I like hope you guys don't change your mind about like liking my channel because I talk fast. Like I don't really care if you guys unsubscribe or not, because like legit I'm not interested in subscribe. I can't talk. I consulted myself. Hold on. Me and my mom tried this in the car, and I was able to do it. So let's see if I can do it again. How much wood could I do? Woodchuck, chuck, woodchuck, chuck. Ow! Ow! Why am I always hurting myself at the end of the video? It just hurt my knee. How much wood could I woodchuck, chuck, woodchuck, chuck, wood? Ow! Look. My dresses are really out for me today, bro. Just hurt my knee, and I'm hurting my ankle. Like, the dresses are really out for me today. Like, what? But I love you guys so much. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, make sure you guys like, hit the subscribe button, and the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a video when I post. And yeah. Yeah. I had something else I wanted to tell you. So let me think. Oh, never stop imagining, guys. Make sure to, look up these books on Amazon, read the reviews, see if you guys like it based off the reviews, the description of the book, and tell me which ones you got. Also, if you guys have any book recommendations for me, I will be doing a special video where if you guys comment down below some of your favorite books that you've read, I will go online, unless I already have the book or I gave it to somebody else and I've already read that, yeah. I want you guys to comment down below what your favorite book is. And I will make a special video of me buying the book. You guys can see the entire process of me buying the book. Well, not buying, but, like adding it to the cart, getting it delivered and stuff like that. And then getting it here. And then I'm going to, read it. And then I'm going to do, the reviews on all those books. I will do it for every single last book that's commented down there. You guys can make an entire list, 1 to 3 million. I will order all of them. I love books, so the more recommendations the better, and I will make special videos, or if you guys comment down below some of your favorite books, and I will give you guys a shout out in one of my videos, and I'll put your comment on the screen, and I'll do 3 per video, but I won't tell you guys which episode it's gonna have it on. I won't even tell you guys if it's going to be an episode, because I might just put it on one of my regular videos. It depends on what I'm filming, what I'm editing at the time. And imagine me just editing a Roblox video, and somebody's like, hey, this is my favorite book. And I'm just like, okay, screenshot, add it to the beginning of my video. They got a shout out. It's as easy as that, guys, because I will give you guys a shout out if you guys, have any book recommendations for me. And if I have the book, I will heart your comment, and I will heart your comment, and then at the end of the week, or the next week, it depends on when I post it, I will go ahead and put it in the pinned comment. These are the books that I have ordered or already have that you guys commented down below, and I'll make a list of 1 to 3 million, bro. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Don't ever forget that, okay? Love you guys so much. Bye! Hips like you. My hips like you. Hey, everybody. This episode is again on the second side. I only have 3 books with me today. So let's go ahead and quickly start the episode, so that way we can get a quick finish. So the first book I have here with me today, I don't know if I already reviewed this one or not. I don't remember. It was just sitting on my bookshelf, and I was like, yeah, because I usually put all my review books that I reviewed up there in a box, so that way I don't have to review them again. But this was on my bookshelf, so I don't know. My Hero Academia, Volume 1, it was a really good book. It was so funny, and it was exactly like the anime. I love this so much, and I really recommend you guys get this one because it's pretty good. Next up was Nancy Drew and the Clue Crew, Pool Party Puzzler, and let me tell you, oh wait, no, it's called Nancy Drew Clue Book, Pool Party Puzzler, and let me tell you, this book was so entertaining. I didn't know who the culprit was of the party until near the end, and I loved the mystery, so did a great job on the book. So yes, I do recommend this one. And the last book I have with me today, guys, is Spy X Family Volume 1. This I have seen with no other anime. There's 5 episodes in one. Now yes, with anime, with mangas, you get 3 episodes in one book, but this one had 5, so we got 2 extra ones, and I really like that one. I really like that about the book, so again, really recommend. So it's rating time for My Hero Academia.
Definitely a 10 out of 10. I love this book so much. Manga. I just love manga in general. Book number 2, Nancy Drew Clue Book, Pool Party Puzzler. A 9 out of 10, because they kind of made it obvious about who it was before they even solved the mystery. And yeah, I sort of like that, but at the same time, no. It's a no for me. And then lastly, we have Spike's Family, Volume 1, a 10 out of 10. I love this book so much, and I really recommend you guys get this one. I just love this, and it's so unique. I love it. I love how at the beginning of the manga, you get like this very colorful page, and then it like all turns dark, but it's like still colorful. But you guys get what I mean. It's very dark. The second page is like colorful, but it's dark. I love it. So yeah, that's the end of this episode, you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Oh my gosh, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, whether it was long or not. I really tried my best on this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed it a lot. Make sure to share the video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a video, and also make sure to, oh my gosh, sorry. And also make sure to never stop imagining, because you are amazing. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Hey guys, welcome back to Maddie's Imagination. It's your girl Maddie right here. And today we're back with the book recommendation series. And I do want to mention that in a lot of my episodes I'm going to be playing with slimes from my shop. So today's slime is my putty, which is very bouncy and stretchy and pokeable. Like, listen to these bubble pops. I'm able to stretch it so well. So you're going to hear that in the background. But so let's go ahead and get started. Sisters at War. This is actually an online book series, but it's very good. You can find the story on Webtoon. It's about a poor girl, aka Hera, that goes to a rich art school and finds a girl named Leon. Leon is the daughter of one of the most famous artists in South Korea. Leon is bullying Hera, and she finds out that she's the real Leon. It's a crazy story that you should read. And before you be like, you're spoiling it and stuff, you can literally, like, by the third book, you can tell that she was the real Leon. Like, it's very obvious. Vanished. This is an awesome book that I loved so much. This is another amazing book by James Ponti. This is about Florian and Margaret, as usual, and they go to a rich school to solve a prank mystery. Their suspects are their new friends. This was such a good book. Nancy Drew the Hidden Staircase. This is another book I read with my mom, and it was so good. It was such a good mystery, and it was so crazy. Nancy was trying to find her dad and helped her friend, Helen's aunt, with the ghost in their house. Nancy's being overwhelmed by her 2 cases, and I really thought she was going to fail for once. Because we all know, like, the character is going to fail every once in a while, and they're going to come out with a secondary book to be like, nope, this is not the end, and it never will be, so get your act together. So, yeah. So, making friends, 3rd time's the charm. This book is about, I don't know at this point anymore, everyone's the main character nowadays. The girls, Danny, Madison, and Amara, find Prince Neptune and exposes that Danny and Madison's mom has been rewriting reality in Danny's magic sketchbook. I'm sorry, I'm, like, fumbling on my words. I know, so please excuse that. Honey Lemon. Another webtoon story that I love so much. I think it's a nice romance and a slice of life you can read calmly. Kayongumi, our main character, is struggling with writing her 2nd book and is under a lot of pressure. Honestly, I recommend, and they have new episodes/chapters every single Tuesday, unless the webtoon writers are on break, of course. Ratings. Sisters at War is a nice, flat-out 10 out of 10. I'm loving this series so much because it's just, why would I not, honestly? It has the perfect amount of drama. It has that small, tiny bit, like, you catch it every once in a while, of romance. And, of course, like, you're obviously going to find, like, that bit of, like, fighting and, like, rivalry that you would need. So, yeah.
Vanished is a 9 out of 10. I love the book so much, but let's all just be honest right here. Near the end of the book, you could already tell who did it, which it's near the end of the book. So some people would be like, yeah, it's near the end of the book, so you're obviously going to start solving the mystery on your own. But no, I want to find out who it was, like, after they have found out who it was. Also, this week, also, by the way, I forgot to mention, with the stringy putty, I'm starting to scent it now, but every week is going to be scented differently. So, yeah. So, this week's scent is Cotton Candy Champagne. And it's not one of my favorite scents, but it's fine. It's good enough. 𝙎𝙤𝙧𝙬𝙤 the Hidden Staircase is a flat out 10 out of 10. I love this a lot. I don't care what anybody says. I love it a lot. And I actually really do recommend this one. Like, I did not expect who it was going to be until like 3-4 pages before the end. So, I love this one, being honest. Making Friends, Third Time's the Charm is definitely an 8 out of 10. I found it very boring, and the cliffhanger was like really confusing, and also the plot changed up like 3 times. Like, there were 3 different twists in the story, and it got me really confused. Like, what twist are we trying to focus on the most here? The ending, the middle, or the beginning where we find out that Danny's mom is rewriting reality? Like, come on. Focus us on one twist, please, at a time, because you're confusing our brains. And I love this author so much. She's one of my favorite authors, but this actually, it got me really, really confused, and I was like, this is not what we're about to do. This is not what we're about to do. No. But I like the book, so that happened. Yeah. And lastly, Honey Lemon. I love this. Honey Lemon is such a nice drama and romance all at the same time. Like, I guess you could say they're like equally drama, equally romance. I just love it so much. So I really do recommend this one. And the best part about Webtoon, you don't need to have an account to read. So you can just get on you can search up webtoon.com and search up Sisters at War or Honey Lemon and get like really good books, really good stories. So yeah. And it's time for the outro because I did not make another slide for the outro, which is just, yeah. Okay. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry about my lack of posts. I know I haven't posted in a week, but we're gonna try and start posting more. I'm hoping to get some slime videos out about my slime shop so you guys can see some behind the scenes of my slime shop. And currently, before I film this, I made some of my putty, and I'm just waiting for that to clear up just a little bit before I start packaging it. So yeah. And if you guys want a video where it's like a restock prep with me, or like a restock with me and not just like see all the signs for the restock and stuff like that, please do tell me in the comments, but that will not be coming this week, as I would love to do that for a restock where I have a lot more slimes, as this week I'm only introducing 2 new slimes, which are already in my shop. It's just, you know, I still want to introduce them, but for the OG fans, they'll know what the slimes are. So, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys next time. But while you're waiting for my next upload, which will hopefully be pretty soon, why don't you check out some other videos, or check out in my playlist section my music that I love to listen to, because I do have that, and a playlist of either all my friends' videos or all of my videos. And I'll see you guys in my next video, and I keep saying video, so yeah. Love you guys, and goodbye!
Welcome to Maddie's Imagination, where you can have fun. Welcome to Maddie's Imagination, where you can be yourself. I make gaming videos and vlogs and art. It's pretty cool. Also make me a little story time. Hey, hey, welcome to Maddie's Imagination. Maddie's Imagination. Maddie's Imagination. Imagination, 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 a place where you can be one, Maddie's Imagination.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Maddie's Imagination. I'm Maddie, and we're back with the book recommendation series. This is episode 7, and let's go ahead and get into it, but today I have some shout outs. So I'm going to just go ahead and turn on my pointer because honestly, I know I said on the first episode of mini series that I did not like this pointer, but it's starting to grow on me. It's starting to grow on me, you know? So yeah. So some shout outs here, some amazing angels that recommended me books and videos. So Aminali 7118 said you should check out The Gate You Give, but it has a couple of bad words. That's okay. I read manga, so that's just gonna happen. But I will check that book out, so thank you. User is Angela said, will you try getting to the rooms? Of course, my dear angel, I will try. Baking video, we want to see some cute cupcakes with lots of sprinkles, edible glitter, cute color frosting, pink, blue 2, get creative by Yo Candy. And then Pink Night Craft 5969 said, do you like, not skipping, said, I should check out Rose Chronicles. No! Okay, my mouse is just not trying to work with me today. So, The Blind Prince. So, this is yet another webtoon series, and, I've been doing a lot of webtoon series lately for this series, but this is a really new series, so when I made this, there were only 3 episodes, but of course now there's more. But based off what I have read, let me tell you, honey, this is such a good webtoon. Like, this is a mix of fantasy, romance, adventure, etc., in my opinion. Of course, this may be some different genres to you. Like, you may think they're different genres, but that's just what I think this is. This is such a good story, y'all, and the tea is hot. Like, oh, I burned my tongue with this tea. The Babysitter's Club, Marianne's Bad Luck Mystery, and this is the graphic novel version. So I love the Babysitter's Club and graphic novels, but I haven't read Babysitter's Club graphic novels in a while. So I was surprised to see the new art style when I got this from Barnes & Nobles. The story is just like the original novel. If you have read the original novel from the 1980s novel, like without the pictures, well, the art pictures. You guys get what I'm trying to say. But if you've read the original novel, this is basically just that, but, they look different than what you would think they would. Let me stop. They look different. Like, the art style is very different, so yeah. So, basically, to quickly just summarize, Marianne gets a chain letter and a bad luck charm, and now she has to break the bad luck curse or whatever. Marionetta, and also Blurry Picture, I know. I'm sorry. So I'm obsessed with the webtoon series lately, but this one is awesome. It's great. It's my current favorite webtoon series. This is a fantasy story about a girl who tries to find her best friend at a carnival. In the process, she dies and has to sign a contract to kill the ringleader or be dead forever. And this is so good. Wow. Huki, the last book for this episode, I found this book as a paperback in Barnes & Nobles. Actually, my sister did, but she never read it, so I just stole it, and figured out it was a webtoon. I did not know, because when she got it, I was just reading it, and I didn't see this. But, I'll leave the paperback's picture, though, so that way if you guys ever want to buy this in Barnes & Nobles, you guys can know what it looks like. Yeah. This is about two teenage witches on a hunt for multiple things, helping the princess, learning magic, saving themselves from humans, etc., etc. Normal witch and wizard stuff, TBH, this is nothing new, this is all just normal, but this is a fantasy book, and it is written by the same author as Marionetta. So the outro, here we go. Love you guys so much. Hope you guys are having an amazing day or night wherever you are. Happy birthday if it's your birthday. Like and subscribe to become an angel, because guess what? It's free and I make amazing content. Hopefully, usually it's throughout the week, yeah. Put video ideas and book recommendations for me for a shout out in my next money or book series. And Maddie out. Love y'all. Peace. Hello everyone. Welcome to the first official book podcast episode. I am your host, Maddie, and today in this podcast, I guess we can start out because this is completely new. In this podcast, we'll be talking about books, my TBRs, my monthly reads, everything I want to get accomplished in the month for book reading wise. We're going to be comparing some books from the shows. We're going to be talking about some of you guys' favorite books and what I think about those books. So we're just going to be doing a little bit of everything. So today's episode, I want to talk about my March books that I want to read, currently reading, and my TBR, which is to be read. So let's go ahead and get started with my read books that I read in the month of February. A lot of these I reread because I forgot the plot, but some of these I just love so much that I want to reread, which is really crazy because I usually don't reread books that I love because I feel like it gets boring, but I want to reread some. So, we're gonna start with 𝙎𝙤𝙬𝙀. 𝙎𝙬𝙬𝙀 is a romance book, and I loved it so much. It was such a cute little, like, scenery. The plot was amazing. I loved it so much. Like, honestly, that book probably needs to get a movie because I would definitely watch the movie because it was amazing. I love that book so much, and I found even more books by the same author, and people have been recommending me books from the same author, and I'm like, that's on my TBR because I really want to read some, some more of her books. Yeah. Anyways, the book was about a girl, Mallory, who basically, I wouldn't say that she hated chess, but she had swore to herself she would never do chess ever again. And, one day her friend is like, come on, you have to come do chess with us so we can win this competition. She wins the competition against one of the most famous chess people ever. Forgot his name because he was not that important to me, even though he was one of the main characters. I only know his last name. Nolan. So she went against Nolan Sawyer, and basically after that they just basically fell in love, even though she was like practically terrified of him because he had a track record for when he lost that he would like rage, and someone said that like he flipped the table when he lost, so immediately when she won she ran away, which was really funny. Yeah, so the next book, I actually reread this book. I actually got this book last year, but I reread Blended, and it's about a girl whose parents get a divorce, and like she's trying to adjust with like all the new the new adjustments, like the weekend trade, was it like weekend trade custody type thing. I also reread City Spies. So City Spies, I reread City Spies because one, I got the second book and I liked the second book more than the first book, which I can talk about that in another video. City Spies, like the first one, it was pretty boring when I reread it. I remember when I first read it, I was completely obsessed with it, but it didn't catch my interest too much, and I really honestly think it's because my palate when it comes to reading is growing. So yeah. The next one that I reread, oh my gosh, Sweet and Sour. I completely loved this book. Honestly, once again, if there was a movie for this, I would watch the movie. So where's the movie at? So can we go ahead and talk about the fact that this was like practically an enemies to lovers book, but the love interest didn't even know that they were enemies? Yeah, moment of silence for that, because I feel like that made the plot much more interesting, because usually when you see enemies to lovers, it's like they're both enemies with each other, but no. And for the plot of this, I would say this is like Summer I Turned Pretty, but if they were enemies. So the reason I say it's like Summer I Turned Pretty because every single summer they go to a beach house for the summer because their moms are friends. Like, you cannot tell me that does not sound like The Summer I Turned Pretty. You cannot say that's the best. You cannot say that does not sound like The Summer I Turned Pretty. So I really liked the book. It had a great plot. I would have to say, I feel like we didn't need to go through all the faking being friends with people, so that way we could get revenge. And I really think the plot was so chaotic, and but it's kind of true, because like usually when you're around that age, like 13, 14, 15, you don't tell the person that you're enemies with them, because then they're gonna like think something's wrong. They're gonna try and get at you. So it's like you try to do everything in secret, try to have a plan, but it backfires. So
that's exactly what happened. That it backfired on her. But I really love that book. It's probably one of my most favorite books that I've read in the past year, like since January I started. Like that and 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙀. I'm like still stuck on 𝙎𝙬𝙀. 𝙎𝙬𝙀 is just, oh my gosh, it's a masterpiece, honestly. And the last book that I reread, because you know I only read one new book in February. Well, that's a lie, because my currently reading counts. I just finished only one book that I read in February. Doesn't matter. So, Harry Potter. Okay, I'm gonna say it. I like the book more than the movie. Because the book... I like the movie more than the book. Because that's usually unusual, because I usually like the book more than the movie. But I like the movie more than the book, because the movie, I feel like there was much more, you know, obviously when it comes to movies and stuff, there's art, it's practically art. But I think with the book, it's just like some scenes dragged on way too long, and I got bored. Because I've been reading that book since like January. Because I didn't really reread Harry Potter. I just never finished Harry Potter. Because I started reading it like December something. Didn't finish because I got bored. So I was like, I'm going to start from the beginning in January. So I started from the beginning, and once again I got bored, and like I just recently finished the book. It wasn't too interesting to me. It really wasn't. I watched the movie in one sitting, and I feel like the movie had shorter scenes than in the book, because I feel like for the book there was like there was a lot of detail, maybe even too much detail in the book, if you get what I'm saying. Maybe a little too much detail in the book, so that way it got me bored. Because the more detail, the longer scenes in books drag on, or even scenes in movies drag on. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't come at me, because I love the movies, and I feel like maybe it's just the first book, because, you know, we have to meet all the characters in the first book, understand, like, what's going on in the school. So I do want to get the second book and try the second book, but if I don't like the second book, then I'm just going to stick to the movies. Because, yeah. So next up, I'm currently reading Bride. It's like a fantasy romance, I guess. It's about vampires, it's marriage, all this stuff. Pretty good. I'm only on this third chapter. I'm only on the fifth chapter, so I can't really tell you too much because I still don't know way too much. I'm still trying to understand. It's pretty confusing, the first few chapters I've heard, but you know, it's kind of confusing to me. Next up I'm currently reading is Coraline. I watched the movie without even knowing there was a book, and only like 3 years ago I found out there was a book, and I never had gotten the book because I don't know why, because I wanted to get the other books that were always in other places, so yeah. But I'm finally starting to read Coraline, and I'm on chapter, I want to say, hold on, let me check, because I don't know which one. I have to go get the book. Okay, so I just checked. I'm on chapter 4, which actually is kind of surprising to me, because we're already past the circus part, obviously, but we're already at the Mrs. Fink and Miss Forcival, like, other Miss Fink, Miss Forcival, like, we're already there at the act. Right before, you know, no, I'm actually past that part in chapter 4. I'm at where they ask her if she wants to become one of the button night people, and I'm only on chapter 4. That's crazy. But there's a lot of differences in the book than there is in the there's a lot more differences in the book than there is in the movie, which obviously, there's no YB. I was expecting that. I didn't say I wasn't. I was expecting there to be no YB. So that was not the biggest shocker for me. But I wasn't expecting the dance act with Miss Fink and Miss Forcible to be different. Like, they had this entire acting scene instead of, like, the music scene and everything with, like, the mermaid or whatever. So yeah, that did come as a shocker to me, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. Then we had, I don't want to say the circus act, because the circus act wasn't way too different, but the painting on the wall
As seen in the movie, the boy is, you know, sad with the ice cream on the ground, and then when she walks through the other door, the boy has his ice cream and he's happy. But in the movie, it's like he's like playing with the bubbles, but when she walks through the other door, it's like he's playing with the bubbles, but he has like this evil smile on his face. Which, me personally, that would have given me enough to like walk right back through. Like, I would say the first night, but after that, I'm not coming back. Because the food must have been good if you were coming back there every single night, Coraline. Yeah. The next one I'm reading is The Summer I Turned Pretty. Once again, I saw the show before the book, but I already knew there was a book. I just never really wanted to buy the book because I wanted to finish the show first. Because when it comes to like movies and shows, if it's a movie, then I obviously want to try the book first because I'm not big on movies, but you know, I'll watch the movie after maybe. But with shows, I like to watch the show first because if I watch the show first, like it memorizes in my brain. And then I go to read the book and I see what the differences are. Because I just like doing that. So if you ever assign me something that there's a show to, I'm probably going to tell you what I learned from the show first because I always watch the show first. That way I can see the differences between the show and the movie. Because you know, it's always been where the movie is or the show is different from the book. And then I'm reading The Breakup Tour. That's like Taylor Swift. It's Taylor Swift inspired, but the story is not based on Taylor Swift. But I didn't even know it was based on Taylor Swift until I opened the book because it just looked good. Which I know you're not supposed to read based off the cover. You're supposed to read it based off the back. But I wanted to, you know, try something new. So, anyways, I'm only on the second chapter of The Breakup Tour. So I can't really tell you too much about it. But, yeah. Then I want to go ahead and talk about my TBR, which I'm not going to give any context on my TBR because I don't know what the TBRs are about. Really? So, yeah. Okay, so first thing on my TBR is Icebreaker. That's a romance. Love Theoretically, romance. Beach Read, I don't know. The Hating Game, I think, is Enemies to Lovers. So, I think it's a romance. Then I want to talk about the show versus books because I was just talking about that. So show versus books, I think, is something that, you know, nobody really talks about too much on their book podcast, but I think there's like people that do talk about it on their book podcasts. So I want to go ahead and get into that. So I have, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books that have either TV shows or a movie, and I want to compare them and tell you what I think about the movie and or the show and the book and which one I think is better. Okay, so the first book that I have jotted down here is The Babysitter's Club, and I think the show was pretty good, but I think that it could have been way better and much more like the book, but obviously not every single show is like the book, so I guess it is kind of pretty understandable. But The Babysitter's Club, it has 2 seasons. It doesn't cover all the books, which I thought it would, but at the same time, you can't really expect for it to cover all the books because, for one, there's a lot of books, and that would mean a lot of seasons, and, you know. And I think the show got canceled last year, so yeah. But I think that the books and the graphic novels are better than the show, but the show was not awful. The show is pretty good. It has good quality. The scenery is amazing. I definitely have rewatched it because it's good. The quality, awesome. Actors, amazing. They're on point. The plot, they stay on the plot. Oh my gosh, the episode titles are tied up to the name of the book that they are doing the show based on. So I think it's pretty good, but I think for this one, I'd have to give the prize to the book. Now, The Summer I Turned Pretty, the second season is pretty cringe. The first season is alright, the second season is pretty cringe. It made me laugh of cringe. It's funny, but cringy kind of funny. It's like, it's not something I would rewatch. I probably would rather rewatch the first season. And, you know, and there's a third season coming out, so I might talk about the third season compared to the third book when the third season comes out. But
Yeah. I don't, for the first book, I think the book has some foreshadowing, like the mom crying tears of joy when she sees Susanna. Like, that's foreshadowing for what we find out near the middle end of the book. Don't we all agree? It's kind of foreshadowing what we learn out in the late episodes of season 1. Don't we all agree? It has to be foreshadowing, because if that's not foreshadowing, then I don't know what foreshadowing is. I'm sorry. If that's not foreshadowing, then I don't know what foreshadowing is anymore. Harry Potter. I said this one before. I like the book less than the movie. I like the movie more than the book, because the movie was just pretty boring to me, not even gonna lie. So yeah, it's not that interesting to me, in my opinion. A series of unfortunate events. This one is a TV show. I'm only in like the second episode. So far the show is pretty good, and right now at the moment I have to give it to the show, but I'm gonna update you guys in the next episode if I think the show is better than the book, or if the book is better than the show. The Berenstain Bears was my childhood. I like to read the book. I read the books at school, watched the show at home. I think that the books had much more adventure, but the show was like much more fun and entertaining as a kid. But I think I would have to give this one to the book, because the book had way more adventure, had much more plot, you know. And obviously the show is going to have adventure and a plot, because what's the show if there's no adventure, there's no plot. But I just feel like the book has way more of that, if you understand what I'm saying. Coraline, I think I have to give this one to the movie. That movie terrified me. It still does. It's a kid's horror, so, you know. Whoever thought that a movie about a doll with button eyes would terrify me like that? So yeah, I have to give it to the movie, because the movie is top notch. Green Eggs and Ham. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it belongs to the book. I watched the show because I wanted to. So you guys have zero right to judge. I watched the show, and can I let you guys know something? The show was so confusing. Like, every single episode, they was doing something else that had zero thing to do with the book. It had zero thing to do with Green Eggs and Ham. It was like Green Eggs and Ham Adventures or whatever. It's like, I don't even know what's going on. I was on the 7th episode, and I was so confused. So I had to give that one to the book, because what is going on in the show? It's confusing. It's Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I only recently found out this was a book, but I watched the early 2000s cartoon for Sabrina the Teenage Witch, so, you know. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, so I watched the early 2000s show, so I cannot say this on the original 1980s, 1990s movie and TV show, because I only watched the early 2000s show, which was like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, you know, blonde, yellow hair girl with her cat. She lived with a family, and she was trying to learn magic, and she had friends. She went to school. Like, she did normal everyday stuff, but she was a witch. This one, I think I have to also give this one to the show, which I'm surprised how many I have to give to the show, but I think I gave a good amount to the books. I think when it comes to like I gave more of a cartoons that I used to watch, and maybe even still do watch. I don't really watch them too much, because I only watch them on YouTube, and I don't like going on YouTube to watch TV shows, because they be spamming with advertisements, and I don't like that. But I think this one's a Sabrina the Teenage Witch, only because that show and the theme song first. Can we start on the theme song? The theme song was a bop. The show was amazing, but I have to overall give it to it because of the theme song. Because the book is alright, but the theme song is amazing. So let's go ahead and do a quick summary over which ones won for books and which one won for show. Babysitter's Club won as a book, The Summer I Turned Pretty won as a book, Series of Unfortunate Events, show, Harry Potter, movie, The Berenstain Bears, oh my gosh, The Berenstain Bears, the book, Coraline, the movie, Green Eggs and Ham, the book, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the show. So let's see, it's 1 for the books, 2 for the books, 3 for the books, 4 for the books, and as for shows, that's 1 for the show, 2 for the movie, 3 for the movie, 4 for the show. So it's 4 by 4, I guess. I'm not, yeah, it's 4 by 4. So yeah, it's equal. I wasn't even trying to go for equal. I was just saying what I liked. But we are 20 minutes in, and this is kind of an introduction. I want to try and get 1 episode out each month. So this was just a quick introduction, you know. Share the podcast with your friends so that way they can get some more books, and there is a Discord server. If you guys want to share your book recommendations for me to read, and I could even give you guys shout outs if you guys join the Discord server will be linked in the description down below, and you guys can go to my channel about me and it'll be linked there. And this also gives you guys a chance to join the monthly book club. Fable will be linked in the description down below, and so my Goodreads, you guys can, like, you know, figure out what I'm reading, what I'm doing, you know, all this stuff. Join the book club, aka Fable. Join the Discord server, which we will also be giving updates on the Fable book club there, because, you know, this book club is inside the Discord server, and the Discord server has the Fable link to it, because, you know, that's the book club and everything. And you guys can also leave your books on, like, book reviews, book recommendations, and I can give you guys shout outs. So yeah, I've got to go. Anyways, love you, angels. Be safe, stay safe. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. Love you all so much, and goodbye. Hey everyone, welcome back to Maddie's book podcast. And today we actually have a little bit to talk about, and we also have a feature on the podcast, and I'm really excited. So the feature we have is Leah, and I'm so happy that she decided that she would agree to doing a feature for the podcast. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead and press the subscribe button, because it really helps out the channel and it helps me be able to produce more episodes, because, you know, yeah. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into it. I'm going to allow Leah to introduce herself.
Hi, my name's Leah, and I'm so excited to be on this podcast. Thank you, Maddie. And yeah.
Thank you, Leah. So I'm going to go ahead and start out with my TBR, and with that, we're going to take a quick look at my Goodreads. And you guys can follow the Goodreads, join the Fable book club in the description, so you guys can read along with us for our book club. But here is what I am currently reading, because I said my TBR, but to be honest, we gotta look at what I'm currently reading first. So I am in the middle of reading The Little Mermaid, Against the Tide, Realm of Wonders, The Queen's Council, The Breakup Tour, I'm Glad My Mom Died, Icebreaker, Coraline, and Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky. Now, I forgot to tell you guys the authors. So The Little Mermaid one is by L.J., Realm of Wonders is by Alexandra Monier, The Breakup Tour is by Emily Wilburley, I'm Glad My Mom Died is by Jeanette McCurdy, Icebreaker is by Hannah Grace, Coraline is by Neil Gaiman, and Tristan Strong is by Kwame Mabalia. So yeah, and like I said, I didn't say this, but Queen's Council is actually part of a trilogy series, a series. So it's really crazy, because I'm taking a look at the series right now. And it doesn't look like this is a Disney series. Oh wait, is it? It says, Happily Ever After is the only beginning, as Belle takes on the responsibility of becoming a queen and learns to balance duty, love, and sacrifice, all while navigating the dark political intrigue and touch of magic. Not so long ago, Belle dreamed of leaving her provincial home for a life of adventure, but now she finds herself living in the palace, torn between her past as a commoner and her future as royalty. While Belle grapples... Wait, where even am I? I just accidentally scrolled down and I lost where I was. Okay, while Belle grapples with her newfound position, then there are those who would do anything to keep her from power. When she stumbles across the magic mirror that holds a dire warning, Belle wants nothing more to than to ignore the mysterious voice calling her to accept a crown she never desired. The violent fractions... Wait. Rebel Rose is the first in the Queen Council series and Imperial Fairy Tale Reimagining. Okay, yeah, it is a Disney series, because the Rebel Rose did not say that it was a Disney series on the beginning, on the cover, like Jasmine's did. But the Rebel Rose is the first in the Queen's Council series, an empowering fairy tale reimagining the reimagining of the Disney princesses and the real history behind the stories like you've never seen before. Okay, so that one is Rebel Rose. That's the first one, apparently. And then the second one is, so that one's about Belle, I'm assuming, because it releases Rebelle, and it also keeps mentioning Belle, so I think that's from Belle from Beauty and the Beast. But Feather and Flame, the war is over now, a renowned hero, Mulan's, yeah, this one's about Mulan. I never watched Mulan. I need to. I never was into it. I've only watched very little Disney princess movies. Like, I watched Princess and the Frog, I watched all the Little Mermaids, including the live action. I watched the live action Aladdin. What else? And I watched Beauty and the Beast. But I also watched Brave, but I barely remember what happens in Brave, so I don't even know if we can count that. But I didn't watch a lot of Disney princess movies. Okay, so the war is over now. A renowned hero, Mulan, spends her days in her home village, training a militia of female warriors. The peace is a welcome one, and she knows it must be protected. When Shang arrives with an invitation of the Imperial City, Mulan's relatively peaceful life is upended once more. The aging Emperor decreases that Mulan will be his heir to the throne. Such unimagined power and responsibility terrifies her. But who can say no to the Emperor? As Mulan ascends into the halls of power, it becomes clear that not everyone is on her side. Her ministers undermine her, and the Huns sense a weakness in the throne. When hints of treachery appear, even amongst those she considered friends, Mulan has no idea whom she can trust. But the Queen Council helps Mulan uncover her true destiny. With renewed strength and the wisdom of those that came before her, Mulan will own her power, save her country, and prove once again that, crown or helmet, she was always meant to lead. The fierce reimagining of the girl who became a warrior blends fairy tale lore and a real history with a Disney twist. Okay, that sounds really interesting. I put that on my TBR, but I want to look at what the Realm of Wonders description is, even though I'm in like the middle of it. I still want to see. Oh, okay. It's just gonna spoil the book, because it's literally telling what's in the book. I don't want to read it. Okay, so let's go over my TBR, aka these 4 books. So these are books that I have, but I haven't started. So these are on my TBR shelf, my physical TBR shelf, but I have not started them yet. And those are my TBR. Anything that's on my but I haven't started list is on my TBR. Loathe to Love You, Allie Hazelwood, Love on the Brain, Allie Hazelwood, Love and Gelato, Jenna Evans Welch. Yeah. It's the way Goodreads is doing this. I could have just pulled up the book. I have it like right here beside me. But yes, Jenna Evans Welch. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson, which I also have sitting right in front of me. So, and then I want to go over my want to read, and I'm only going to go through 3 of them. I'm going to do these based off of, what I don't already have, what I want to get, you know what I'm saying? So, my thing just had a gigantic refresh. I want to scroll down it a bit, because I feel like that's where we're going to find all the good books. I want to read Throne of Glass. For one, I'm listening to Bookmarked, and Sarah, I think, keeps talking about Thunder Glass, and she makes it sound so good. And it's by Sarah J. Maas, so I definitely want to read Thunder Glass sometime soon, because I feel like this would be a really, really good book to read, and I really want to read it. There's another one, it's Powerless, but I don't know the author's name, so let's search it up here in Goodreads since we're here. The Powerless trilogy, okay. It's by Lauren Roberts. Why is it not in my TBR? It's probably in my Fable TBR. And that also includes the Powerful and Reckless books. So I'm gonna go ahead and add those to my TBR. So yeah, those are the 3 books: Powerful, Reckless, and Powerless. Did I say that right? Powerless? Yeah, I think so. Anyways, let's go ahead and hand this over to Leah, because she has her TBR and what she wants to say as well.
Thanks for the moment, Maddie. My current reads are Princess in the Spotlight, which kind of sounds weird, but it's just like in the Princess Diaries series. Yeah. And We're the Wildcats by Siobhan Vivian, because I really liked another series of her, and she's a friend of Jenny Han's, and I've read a lot of her books. And I also just finished 2 books. One was The Bitch Home and We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han.
Oh, really? What kind of things are you reading, Leah?
Well, Maddie, some things that I read, or like the genres I read in, pretty much like any type of fiction. Like, I can pretty much read anything that's fiction, because I don't really like anything that's like non-fiction or like history or something. Like, I'll read it for school, but that's it. Yeah. So I like romances, not really the super spicy ones, but I don't judge. The science fiction, stuff like that. Some things on my to be read list is like, I've really been meaning to read the Percy Jackson series, because it's a show on Disney Plus, and I want to compare them. And there's movies as well, so I feel like that could be like a really fun marathon. The rest of the Princess Diaries series, and okay, I know there was other things, but I can't remember it right now. So yeah, but yeah.
Well, thank you, Leah. And to go ahead and end off the episode, I wanted to talk about movies versus their TV shows. So, movies and TV shows versus their book. So, I first want to start out with, what I was talking about earlier, which is Realm of Wonders, The Queen's Counsel. So far, for as far as I am in the book, I like the book more than I do the movie, which with me is pretty common, but I like the book more than the movie. Even though they're like 2 different plots, I know, I just feel like that's the point. It's much more interesting. I'm much more invested. I'm gonna watch the second and third one, like the original second and third one, not the original first one, because I've seen the first one in live action. I know they're like 2 different, not 2 different plots and everything, but like they're different in ways. So I'm probably gonna watch that sometime this year, the original one. But I am gonna watch the second and third one, the original one, this weekend. I think there's a third one, right? Later. I have to check Disney Plus, but I know there's a second one, and it's like Jafar Returns or something. So I'm gonna have to watch that, and I'm gonna try and finish the book. And then Love and Gelato is a TBD. To be determined. Yeah, that's a TBD, because I haven't read the book or watched the movie or show. I don't know which one it is, but I think it's a show. I'm going to have to, but I'm gonna read the book first, because that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to read the books before I watch the shows and the movie. And then I'm gonna give a fun fact real quick. Dork Diaries was supposed to get a movie, but it got canceled because of COVID. So they're still making one. Then we have the new Little Mermaid book. Let's pull it. The Little Mermaid book right here 𝙎𝙤𝙘𝙞𝙀. So far, I'm liking the movie better than the book. To me, the book is not that interesting, and sometimes it even makes me want to skip chapters. And I really do not want this to be a did not finish or like not finished book, because I like to finish all my books, and if I don't, I'm triggered. Because like I want to know the ending. Like, did I miss anything? Did the book get good near the end? So I'm gonna try and force my way through this book, even though I know people say don't do that, because then it's just like suffering the entire book. But I'm still going to try. Yeah, I think 𝙤𝙤𝙬𝙀𝙧 should get a movie. Like, she should. But there is no movie to judge there because she doesn't have one yet, but she needs one. Can we turn Bride or like Check and Mate into a movie? Because like, yes. Then A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I'm on page 96, chapter 11. This book is so good so far. And there's a show that's supposed to be coming out soon. I don't know if you guys watch Wednesday, but the girl who plays Enid, aka Wednesday's wolf best friend, aka her roommate, she's supposed to be playing Pip. And Pip is like the main character who's doing the investigations on everything. So yeah, but so far the book is like really, really good, and I'm hoping that the movie or show or whatever they're going to do for it, because you know there's 3 books, so I don't know if it's going to be like 3 movies like how they did with Every Boy I've Loved Before, or like, you know, other like Harry Potter movies. But if it's a show, it's going to be more like The Summer I Turned Pretty, which like I have no problem with. No joke, I have zero problem with that, because I enjoyed The Summer I Turned Pretty. It gave me something to do. But I don't know, I'm excited. So yeah, I didn't read a lot of books that had movies or shows this week or last week, but I'm trying to do more of those, and I'm going to get into Love and Gelato and the show, movie, or whatever it is, and the book soon. So hopefully next episode I could talk about the show or the movie, whichever one it is, because I still don't know, or the book. And I'll let you guys know how I think about the 2 other Aladdin movies. I'll let you guys know what I think about the Against the Tide book, since I'm not finished with either 3 of those. But anyways, yeah, that's the end of this episode. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next episode. Leave me in the comment section down below some episode ideas that you want to see, what you things you want me to talk about in the book world. And I'm going to be diving deeper into like book trends, and I'm going to be talking about book trends, what I think about book trends, my honest opinions and everything. So yeah, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I will see you guys all in the next episode. Goodbye, Maddie out. I'm going to call this the Chaotic Book Lovers Podcast, because I'm chaotic. I know some of you guys are chaotic. We're book lovers, and this is a podcast, so why not? Today, I want to share with you guys what I read in, what was last month? March? What my April TBR is, when I started, and I also have been ordering physical copies of books that I have already read online, because I prefer to have physical copies for my bookshelf. Like, my bookshelf needs to eat too. My bookshelf needs to eat too, okay, y'all? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start off with my physical copies, because I only have 2 with me today, so we're not going to take too long, guys. We're not going to take too long. So, Check and Mate, I read this about 2 months ago, probably around like February. Yeah, around February, late January, and around early February. Check and Mate was such a good book, and this was 𝙤𝙤𝙬𝙀𝙧 young adult romance debut. This book was really good. I rated this around a 4 or 5 star. Don't remember. I went to check Fable and Goodreads. And speaking of which, you guys are not joining my Fable book club, and we need more members, because we're currently reading Love and Gelato, and you guys are missing out. Like, you guys are missing out. Like, when I say missing out, you're missing out, because we don't have 5 members right now. We only have 5 members right now, y'all. So join, because maybe it could be the life of the party. And speaking of life of the party, we also have the book club available in the Discord server, which is always linked in the description. Both of those are always linked in the description, so you guys should go join them, like, today, like, right now. Right now. Pause the video and go watch it. And subscribe to Beside the Bookshelf, because me and Leah's statuses on Discord right now is subscribe to Beside the Bookshelf on YouTube. Like, what are you doing if you're not subscribed? We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers, guys. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna go live, like, as soon as I notice. We're gonna have a cake that we're gonna cut open live. Not live. We're gonna have a cake that we're gonna cut open in the video or YouTube short. Don't know which one yet. And I'm gonna be giving away a $10 gift card to Amazon. You guys could be a winner, so subscribe right now. Subscribe right now. Let's hit 1,000, guys. Come on. Yeah. So sorry, got so sidetracked. This I had a little promo moment. I never had my little promo moment, but it was like perfect timing since I was talking about whatever I was talking about, I forgot. But this book was so good. The cover is so cute. Like, I have it in my hands right now. The cover is so cute. Like, the cover is like pink, and it has Mallory, and it has what's this man's name? Nolan Sawyer. As I'm on the cover with chess pieces flying around, it's a pink and yellowish cover with blue hearts, and I know that in certain countries it's a different cover with like different background colors specifically, and yeah, and I also know there's like they're like in certain countries they're doing different things. Like I think in one country they're like hugging in one, or in like in another one it's like they're like standing back to back, like how Stuck With You was from 𝙎𝙤𝙬𝙧𝙀, Stuck With You, where they were back to back looking at each other, smiling and everything. So I know it's one or the other, and there's like different colors, but when I looked at the spine is like cute purple, and it has 2 little chess pieces, and the back is like an ombre blue to yellowish to pink, so like yellow, orange, pink at the bottom. It's so cute. It's the perfect enemies to lovers type thing. You know, sunshine-ish. Actually, can we even call Mallory a sunshine? Because Mallory, she I don't really know if we can call her sunshine, so I can't really say sunshine. Too gloomy. And we have icebreaker. If this book cover wasn't adorable, I wouldn't have bought it. Okay, this would have been the last thing I would have bought to put on my bookshelf, but the cover is so cute, and I want to get the special edition for it because once again the cover is so cute for the special edition one. So same thing with Wildfire. I need to read Wildfire. I'm hoping Wildfire is better than whatever this was. There's no plot, there's no conflict, there's nothing, there's no tension, there's no awkwardness. It's the same thing every single chapter, and the logic doesn't logic. And I don't care what y'all say. I don't know why this was trending, why this was hyping up, but I was so excited to read this. And I went to DNF it the second I, like, was this the prologue that I wanted to DNF it on? Oh, wait, there's a playlist! Wait, there's a playlist! Oh, I never opened up the book, but there's a playlist! Okay, you guys want to hear the playlist? Cruel Summer by Taylor Swift, Get Me More by David Cad, Talking Body, I don't never heard of that, Tough Low, Shut Up by Ariana Grande, I Don't Give a Frick by Dua Lipa, Energy by Tyler, Motivation, One Kiss by Dua Lipa, Dance for You, yeah, Needy, Lose You to Love Me, I've heard that song, that was a banger song, Make Me Feel, You Should See Me in a Crown by Billie Eilish. Okay, wait, there's a playlist. Is there no like thing to scan? I have to make my own playlist? Let me have to make a playlist dedicated to this book. Icebreaker, the book. Oh my gosh. Chapter 1, I think is what I want to DNF it on. Wait. I wanted to DNF it on chapter 1. I just skimmed through chapter 1. I wanted to DNF it on chapter 1. And then I got to chapter like 16. I want to DNF it once again. Chapter 12. I want to DNF it once again. And I was looking at the Amazon reviews. And people were like, the pages were falling out and everything. And I was like, good thing I don't plan on reading this because I already read it online. And I hated it. I'm just here to buy the covers. Wait a second. Speaking of the pages, looks like someone had a grease spill on Checkmate. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I want to go ahead and let's pull up my Goodreads because I honestly never remember what books I read, but I can always remember their plot. So let's look up on Goodreads. I want to see everything I read in March, y'all. Because, yeah. Should I? Like... Ooh, wait. Oh, create an account? Why do I have to create an account? I already have an account. Wait. Oh, I pressed sign up. I need to press sign in. Okay. Sign in. Come on. We can move faster than this. Okay, thank you. So, should I include what I, like, already, like, what I started in March and then finished in April? No, because now it would technically be an April wrap-up because I finished in April, so, yeah. So, let's look at read books. And remember, my goal for this is 37 right now. I would say I'm making pretty good progress, but I still think I'm moving pretty slow. Okay. Let's start at the very, very, very bottom. So I reread a lot of books. I told you guys in this last episode, I reread a lot of books. Okay. Okay, the way that Goodreads has it set up is like they have when you started it after when you ended it. So I guess March I read I'm Glad My Mom Died by Janet McCurdy. I ended that in April. Yeah, I remember ended that. I reread Ava's Big Sleepover. I reread a lot of books that I already read, so I'm not gonna go back into those. Oh, and Glad My Mom Died was a 5-star read for me. The Little Mermaid Against the Tide was a 3-star read for me. The book was alright, not the worst book I've read. It didn't catch my attention that much. To be honest, it was a pretty basic plot, in my opinion. Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. And remember, I reread a lot of books this month, so that's why I only read like 3 new books last month. So yeah. Okay, spoiler alert. Okay, so this book had a lot of that in there, but overall was pretty good. I cringed a lot of parts, but honestly I liked the book. The plot twist at the end had me sitting upright and covering my mouth. Ali Hazelwood is one of my favorite romance authors because she writes amazing romance books. So yeah. Enough of that. Let's look at my TBR for let's look at my TV. Okay, my TBR for April. Oh my gosh, these books are so heavy. Because I hate reading books online. I do every once in a while, depending on how badly I want to read it, but I usually have my books in person with me. So yeah. So the first one I have is Good Girl, Bad Blood. It's the sequel to A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Which, why do I not have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder marked as read on Goodreads? I have to update that because I already read it and that was such a good book. I love that book. So yes, I did read that last month. In Other Lands by Sarah Rees Brennan. Backstory behind this book, I actually ordered this as a blind date with the book, and this is not what I ordered. I ordered a romance and this came in as a fantasy. And it's a children's book. Best children's book of the year. Like, there's nothing wrong with children's books. I'm not gonna lie, because I reread a lot of children's books. I own book diaries. I have multiple signed things from Rachel Renee Russell. I have so many signed things from her. Like, there's nothing wrong with children's books, but I didn't order a children's book. I ordered a romance. And that's not what I got. I got a children's fantasy. And when I ordered a young adult romance, so yeah. Loathe to Love You. I already finished Under One Roof, and I'm reading Stuck With You. I'm reading Stuck With You right now. So yeah, and remember, Loathe to Love You is a STEM Insist novella collection. So these are Ali Hazelwood's novella collection for all of her STEM books. And STEM Insist, it's from her STEM Insist series, her STEM Insist novella series, and it's all 3 books in one because all of her books, all of those novellas you can only listen to on Audible and stuff like that, and even so you have to pay for it. It doesn't come with your Spotify things. Like, you have to pay for it on opposite apps and you have to transfer it to Spotify. It's like this entire process, and you can't even get the physical copies of each individual book because when you try to, it leads you to something else. Like, here, we can look on eBay real quick. We can look on, because I know that, like, people always be having this stuff on eBay. Like, they always be having this stuff on eBay. Like, the OGs be having this stuff on eBay. Because I'm not an OG. I just recently got back into reading. Yeah, so, like, even when you look it up, the only thing that comes up is Loathe to Love You. And I only see one that actually looks like it has the physical copy. But what's for sale is a bookmark. So yeah. So Yeah. And then we have Love and Gelato by Jenna Evans Welch, which I'm trying to finish this. We're reading this in the book club. Once again, go join the book club. Okay, I'm sorry. I keep promoting. Once again, we're reading this one in the book club. And I want to finish this, like, as quick as I can. Not for the book club, because we're only on week 1 for the book club, y'all. And I'm all caught up with the book club. But I want to finish this so fast, like, within the next week or so. Because I really, really, really want to watch Love and Gelato on Netflix. Because it's on Netflix. So this, I believe, is, like, mid-grade romance. Like, middle school romance, high school romance. For middle school and high schoolers. Hold on, let's see. Love and Gelato genre. So it is fiction, contemporary, realistic fiction, travel, young adult, and romance. Which it doesn't seem like a young adult. It's a really good book though. So yeah. So I know you may think, oh, we've done everything that I said I was going to do in this episode. No. It's not that simple. I'm so excited. I recently have put myself in the position where I'm like, preview theme, bro, what? Why is Discord trying to get me to buy Nitro that my Nitro just expired today? And it's talking about like, your friends are having so much fun with Nitro. Okay. Good for them. Good for them. Because I barely use those emojis except for when I'm making an announcement. But in my book news channel, once again, join the Discord server because you guys can start using those to YouTube. In the book news channel, because remember, when I say book news, anything that goes in book news is on the Chaotic Book Lovers podcast after and announced. 𝙤𝙤𝙘𝙀 Hazelwood Special Edition reprints. It's been officially announced and confirmed and set up for the pre-order of 𝙤𝙤𝙀 Hazelwood STEM books and back up for sale on Afterlight exclusive. Get them before April 17, 2024. Available for pre-order now. This includes Love on the Brain, Love Theoretically, and the Love Hypothesis. We also have Not in Love by 𝙤𝙤𝙀 Hazelwood up for pre-order on Amazon. If you'd like the special edition, it's also on a Luma crate for a special time. Get it before April 17, 2024. Links for all things mentioned are below. So when I say Not in Love by 𝙤𝙀 Hazelwood, they already have the Afterlight exclusive alternate cover thing for it on. Yeah, so here are the links that I put, and remember you have to join the description because I'm not gonna put all the stuff in the description. I get lazy, y'all. I get lazy too. I'm not gonna put the stuff in the description. You guys have to join the Discord server if you guys want the links to this stuff, or you guys can just look up a Luma crate, but it's gonna take you to this UK store, which is fine. Just convert everything from euros to USD or whatever currency you use. Just what I do because they don't have the stuff on the US store, but you are able and eligible to buy it if you are not in wherever they're selling it in. So like me in the US, all I have to do is just convert it, and I have to make sure that I have enough, and then I order it and they'll send it to me. Like, they won't convert it to US dollars, but it charges me for the US currency. So let's say I ordered one that was like 100 euros, and it would charge me on my actual credit card the actual USD amount and not $100 because there's a difference. So yeah, make sure you guys order it because I know that sometimes it can get confusing. So for the STEM book reprints, Afterlight exclusive covers includes the special edition plus the alternative covers, which are adorable, and a special edition with no alternative cover. The special edition I know includes really cool embroidering on the actual hardcover itself, not the dust case or whatever it's called, and it includes signed by 𝙤𝙀 Hazelwood herself. I think it says it's a printed signature, but still it's a signature nonetheless. And then we have Not in Love special edition plus alternate cover. I like that. And special edition no alternate cover. And then normal edition, meaning the actual like paperback edition that you would normally get if you ordered it off of Amazon. And it's up for Amazon pre-order. So yeah, and then once again, let's go ahead and look in here. And $5 Amazon, $5 Amazon gift card hosted by me and my Discord server. You have to have 100 messages in the Discord server, and it ends in 14 days. So you guys need to go get your 100 messages in and sign up for the giveaway. Then I'm gonna let you guys choose the video, even though you guys are not in the Discord server yet, which you guys still need to go join. I'm not gonna give you the options. You guys cannot vote. It is I'm gonna start doing exclusive choices for Discord server only. So you guys, anything that's commented here, there's no choice. I'm sorry, y'all. You guys have to join the Discord server. Choose a video, surprise video, exclusive book collection, opening book mail, come book shopping with me. How much can I read realistically in a day? Reading your 5-star reads, showing you my 5-star reads, reading book talk books for a week. I want you all to think wisely when you say reading book talk books for a week, because if that's what gets chosen, I'm going to be reading Wildfire in a video. Icebreaker was horrible. Hannah Grace, Don't Let Me Down. And there's a thing about me, I cannot pick up a series and then not finish it. And I know there's another one for, what's this called? What's the series called? Also, Fluffy Comfort Book author. Now, I want you guys to know I'm separating the author from the book, okay? Now, I'm not saying the author is bad or anything. I'm just saying I did not like the book, okay? So I'm saying Wildfire could be good. It could be a good book. And I'm not saying that Hannah Grace is bad. I'm saying the book, in my opinion, was a pretty bad book. What is this even called? Maple Hills, the Maple Hills series. I know there's a book 3 coming out. I'm not excited, but I'm going to read Wildfire and I'm going to have to read the new one. Please. I've been reading your spicy book hot takes, and I know a lot of people don't really know what this is because I've only seen a few videos up here, but it's basically you guys leave your unpopular opinions about books, like the book community, and I read them and I give you guys my opinions on what you guys think. So the last thing I want to talk about before I sign off today, let's set this right here. The last thing I want to talk about before I sign off today is I want you guys to hear about my Amazon cart. What I have in my Amazon cart. It's all books. So we have As Good as Dead. I haven't even read Good Girl Bad Blood yet, and I already have that. And we have Killjoy, which is a novella, which I think came out after the first book, or maybe it comes out after the last one, but it's supposed to take place before the first book. So even if I read it, I don't think there's going to be any spoilers, but I'm still going to read the entire series before I read the novella. Bravely, which is a Disney retelling, because you guys know I be eating them Disney retellings up. Feather and Flame, The Queen's Counsel, which I did get the Beauty and the Beast one, because I was talking about that in the last episode where I had the Jasmine one. I got the Beauty and I got the Bella one, and the Feather and Flame is the Mulan one, because I was going on a rampage on that last episode. But yeah, I got the Bella one, and I'm gonna read that next month along with some other books that are on my TBR, because I'm not gonna add anything to my TBR because I wasn't my TBR is that big because there's only 4 books, but I don't know if you guys have seen how big In Other Lands is. It's like, I mean, let's see how many pages it is. There's 482 pages in this book, and I can get through a 200-page book in a week. I'm gonna assume it's gonna take me about 2 weeks to finish In Other Lands. I still have to do the other 3 books, which I'm almost done with Loathe to Love You, and I'm almost done with Love and Gelato, so I think we should be good. But my only concern is if that takes me, because I've been reading Loathe to Love You for a week, right? And I'm reading multiple books at once, but like sometimes I lose track and I'm thinking of one book when I'm reading the other book, right? So my only concern is Good Girl Bad Blood. Can I fit it? Because we have to do the wrap up and see what I actually finished that was in my TBR. And I post shorts about my TBR. I posted a short about my TBR on April 1st. Like I posted on April 1st my April TBR. So technically my TBR, which you guys are hearing, my TBR is not late. I already posted this on YouTube Shorts. Okay, so you guys need to check the YouTube Shorts. They all had a reason, a rumor, a secret, a lie, a murder, by Michelle Heathers. I said Mitchell, okay. Gothicana. I judge books by their cover sometimes, okay? I saw this and I was like, ooh, this is a really cute book. I didn't even read it, but I feel like this is gonna be making for a good video because I'm doing a video. I'm gonna go ahead and say it because it's not gonna be a surprise. I'm gonna announce it on my community tab, like probably before it even comes out. Before I even make it, I'm gonna just announce it. Now, I'm gonna do a video where I basically read books based off of their covers. And obviously we're gonna go to Barnes & Noble for it, but I felt like Gothica. I went to Barnes & Noble literally Wednesday, and I was searching for Gothica, whatever this book, how you pronounce it. And I didn't see it, so I put it in my cart here. 5 Survive by Holly Jackson, Offside, Rules of the Game by Avery Keelan, The Best Kind of Forever by Celeste Briers, The Worst Kind of Promise by Celeste Brière's, The Cruelest Kind of Hate by Celeste Brière's, Collide Off the Ice by Bal Cabra, and this is not even out yet. It comes out in May. It comes out May 14th, like aka next month. Hate Mail by Donna Marchetti. The Selection by Kiara Cass. Not Here to Be Liked by Michelle Quach. All of the Wings of Fire books, except for the ones already owned by 𝙤𝙤𝙧𝙨𝙤𝙬𝙀. How to Survive Your Murderer, Danielle Valentine, and I called this the knockoff Good Girls Guide to Murder, and I forgive me for that one, but it looks so similar to the Good Girls Guide to Murder series covers. Papers Don't Lie, Lavish Love series, and it's illustrated, y'all. It's illustrated. It's by Mayavi Hazel. I keep seeing this all over social media platforms. I just had to. I had to add it to my cart. If I didn't, what kind of person would I be? Because everybody keeps talking about it. I keep hearing about it. I see the cover. It's so cute. Everything looks adorable. People keep talking about it. It looks so good. I'm like, I have to. Because what kind of book reader would I be if I didn't? Milk Nutrition Strong books, because I'm in the Milk Nutrition Strong #1. It's really good. Bride, because I need the physical copy, but I've already read it online. That book was so good. Enemies with Benefits and Enemies to Lovers Romance by Roxy Noir. Work With Me by Michelle McCraw. The Love Wager by Lynn Painter. The Summer of Broken Rules by K.L. Walther. Butcher and Blackbird, which I need to remove this from my cart because I got this from our sponsor. I'm kidding, we don't have a sponsor today, but I keep seeing people sponsor them, so I decided it'd be really cool if I tricked you guys real quick. But I got this off of Book of the Month, y'all, and I got it for $5, which wasn't not a sponsor, but I say go grab that bag. They're giving away books for $5, hardcover books for $5 for your first month, and then the second month they're doing it like $9, $10 for a hardcover a month. When you guys could get hardcovers for like $20, they're giving them to y'all for $9 a month. You guys get to choose the books too. It's not like a subscription where it's like they give you the most random stuff. No, you get to choose the books. You guys get to choose the books. So yeah, I got Butcher and the Blackbird off of Book of the Month for $5. Practice Makes Perfect by Sarah Adams. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Bad Boys Don't Date Clumsy Girls. Key Strand. Shout Out by Avery Keelan. A Code for Love by Bal Cabra. Behind the Net, Stephanie Archer. If Only I Had Told Her by Laura Nolan. Powerless, the Powerless trilogy by Lauren Roberts. Things We Never Got Over, Lucy Score, because people keep saying this book is bad, but then I keep seeing people saying the book is good. So I need to read it for myself. I need to see, is it good or is it bad? Is it Icebreaker bad, or is it Love on the Brain? I lost interest halfway through the book, but I still think it was a pretty good book. Bad. Like, what is it? Daydream, the Maple Hill series by Hannah Grace. Because once again, I told you, I cannot leave a entire series on DNF. If there's gonna be more books coming out, then I have to get them, I have to read them, I have to see, are they better? Because same thing with Harry Potter. I got a Harry Potter book that's gonna be here soon. I didn't like the first book, but I reread it because I'm trying to see, do I like it? So did I just skip over some things? And I'm gonna finish the series, because what kind of reader would I be if I didn't just tell myself I don't like a book and then read the next book in the series? The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. Then I wanted to get some memoirs, because Janet McCurdy, chef's kiss. Incurable Optimist, Living with Illness and Chronic Hope by Jennifer Kramer Miller. And then Grab My Mom Died, because once again I don't have a physical copy. Read it online. I hate reading books online. Janet McCurdy. That's all. Besides, there's no besides. Oh, If You Had Been With Me by Nora Nolwenn. Twisted Games by Anna Huag. The Fine Print, Lauren Asher. Book Lovers by Emily Henry. Shatter Me by Tariff Muffy. Ignite Me by Tariff Not Me. I have these so scattered around. Like, these are not even in my cart. These are in my save for later. Crumbs by Danny Sterling, and that's all I can find right now. I'm not gonna go deeper because you guys will go. I know you guys will go. Nobody wants to sit here and listen to me talk about books that I have in my cart that I don't even buy. You guys don't even, like, you guys don't care. You probably do care. I know there's gonna be some people out there that don't care. I'm gonna be some people out there that don't care. So I'm not gonna hold you guys that don't care, because I know some of you guys are gonna stick around to see what I still gotta say in case it's something important. But I already said the important stuff. Join the exclusive subscribe, like, notification bell, all the good stuff. And that's all for today's video. If you guys all enjoyed, make sure you guys like, subscribe, notification bell so you guys never ever miss a video. If it's your birthday, happy birthday, because you know, happy birthday to you, period. What else do I gotta say? Because y'all, I can't talk. I love you so much. Remember to stay safe. The world can be crazy a lot of times. Make sure that, you know, you're doing what you need to stay safe, y'all. Because I need y'all to stay safe as possible. I know I keep saying stay safe, but I'm not over exaggerating. I mean stay safe as possible, as safe as humanly possible. Okay, y'all. I love you all so much. Once again, happy birthday. It was your birthday. Comment down below what kind of books you like to read. What kind of, what's your April TBR? What do you guys plan on reading? All the good stuff, okay? Anyways, that's all for today's video. Hope you guys all enjoyed. I'll see you all next video. Bye out. Kisses. Bye out and goodbye. Hey, my bookish angels. It's your girl, Maddie, and we're back with the book, the Chaotic Book Lovers. It's not book recommendation series anymore. Which, on that note, this is the last episode of Chaotic Book Lovers. Just kidding, it's the last episode in season 1, because guess what, we're moving on to season 2. And I feel like today, I guess we can end it off with like a very long episode. So we're gonna have a 40-minute episode today, and we're just gonna be talking about the most random book things. We're gonna be uncovering a lot of random book stuff, and I'm just gonna be talking the truth about books that I love. Now, obviously, as you guys can see from the thumbnail and from the title, we're gonna be mainly talking about 𝙤𝙤 Hazelwood today. So, yeah. So I want to go ahead and start this off by saying 𝙤𝙤 Hazelwood is one of my favorite authors, romance-wise, and I love her books. Like, no joke, I legitimately love her books. I will read her books hours and hours on end. I finished her Check and Mate book first week that I read it, like the same week that I read it. It wasn't that it was a long book, I was just really busy that week, so yeah. But after that, like, I started reading her books really fast. Like, Bride, I finished in 2 days. I want to say like 2 or 3 days. And then Love on the Brain, I finished that in about 3-4 days. And then I finished one of her novellas, her step novellas. I finished Under One Roof. Yeah, Under One Roof in about 2 days. And then I'm like I'm over halfway done with Stuck With You, which is another one of her novellas. And I'm on chapter, like, I want to say 11, and there's like 13 chapters plus the prologue. Like 13 chapters plus the prologue. So, like, yeah, it's only been 2 days. It's only been 2 days since I started the second novella. So, yeah, I just love 𝙤𝙤 Hazelwood's books. So I was like, wait a second. So we're out here giving Colleen Hoover one of the most hated on, like, probably not the most, but one of the most hated on book authors because of the way she writes, like, movies. But when it comes to 𝙤𝙤 Hazelwood, who most people that read her books like them, I'm not gonna say all because I know that's not true, some people may not like them, but most of the public reviews you see, people love her books. So why did she not have a movie? Why did she not have an adaptation? So I just want to talk about the book that I think should get an adaptation and why I think that. So let's go ahead and start with Love on the Brain, since I currently don't have that book because I let my friend read it, and yeah, she's gonna give it back to me, hopefully. But Love on the Brain was such an amazing book, okay? I loved it. It was like enemies to friends with benefits to lovers, and I'm like, okay, we've got multiple tropes going on here. And I don't know if that's like a spoiler, because usually when you see like friends with benefits to lovers or like enemies to lovers, it's never like a spoiler. So I'm gonna say it, but if that's a spoiler, please let me know so I don't ever do that again. Yeah, so on that note, I feel like that would make a really, really good movie. Because, like, the tension, especially how the ending was, the way that we had the ending, you're telling me that wouldn't make for a good movie plot and a good movie ending and a good, like, a good rom-com movie? Like, you telling me that wouldn't make for a good movie? Okay, then. Okay, then. Okay, then. Whatever. Whatever you say. And then we've got Jenny Han. She has she has 3 movies and a TV show with 2 seasons, and there's another season coming out soon for the 3rd book in the trilogy. So it's like, dang. But you're telling me Ali Hazelwood doesn't get a book? And A Good Girl's Guide to Murder comes out this July. And you're telling me that Ali Hazelwood doesn't have a movie or a TV show? Well, it would make sense not for a TV show because, you know, there's not multiple books in the series, not like a series, except for her novellas. But I don't think, unless it's like each season, there's like a different. Oh wait, that would actually be really good if like there was like the Stylist series. Like this is just a concept. If this was like a Stylist series, and then what we did was like we took the first season would be like Under One Roof, and like 6 episodes following them. It would be like, it could be like the 20-minute episodes, like Never Have I Ever, not like some Ginny Georgia type stuff. And then season 2 would be like Stuck With You, which is like the elevator episode, of course. And like each episode can be either them stuck in the elevator, or it can be them like their past selves, or it's like when they actually got along. And then I haven't read Below Zero yet because I'm still reading Stuck With You, and I don't have 2 bookmarks to put in the same book. And even if I did, I don't know, that probably confused me. I would probably take one out because why don't I have 2 bookmarks? But like, what's it called? Oh yeah, so Below Zero, it can like be season 3, and it's like 20 episodes, 6 episodes, and then it follows the Below Zero people and their lives and like what they did before and everything. So once again, I haven't read it yet, so I don't know if it's like that interesting of a plot yet, but yeah. Okay, now let me go grab my device. Okay, so I have 2 books right here. So Check and Mate is like, it isn't a novella, but it's probably one of her shorter books. Probably one of her shortest books, not including novellas. Like, agree? Will you agree? Because it's probably one of the thinnest books I own from her. But I would say this could make for a good series, because there's a lot of plot here. So it's like, I feel like I would get overwhelmed watching all this in a movie. So like, you know how like Prime and Netflix and everything, how they have a specific thing where it's like they upload 3 episodes, and then like next episode comes out next, like let's say Thursday or Friday, and it's like next episode comes out next Friday or Thursday, next episode comes out next Thursday and Friday. It's like, or like Disney too, because Disney does it as well. But I don't see this being like a Disney movie. I don't see her being a Disney movie, but it's like a new episode every Thursday and Friday, or Netflix or Prime Video. And like, I would eat that series up, because I ate up The Summer I Turned Pretty. It did take me a while because YouTube, and I just was always editing, so I never really was, you know, watching TV. Ooh, what did I just put on my nose? Is that nail polish? Anyways, I would eat this up. Check and Mate would make for such a good series. Honestly, for such a good series. I love this book so much, and it's like, you cannot tell me you would not like this one. You could probably make like 40 minutes an episode, and like 6 episodes and like 5 episodes. You cannot tell me that you would not eat up 1 season of Check and Mate. And maybe they might make a 2nd season if Ali Hazelwood decides to make another book, or if she wants to like have a 2nd season, like what happened after the book ended, and like complications. Like, come on now, you like. Come on, because you know you eat it up. These are for all my Ali Hazelwood lovers. I know adaptations are supposed to be based off of the book, but like, you cannot tell me like a 2nd season, like where you see what happens after the book, Like, maybe she could make it a novella, but I'm not saying, like, I'm not implying anything, but like, even if she didn't make it a novella, you can't tell me you would not eat up an after story. Like 2 episodes, 3 episodes for the season, 40 minutes an episode. You cannot tell me you would not eat that up. Let's do the multiplication. So I said 40 minutes an episode, and we said 6 episodes or 5 episodes. So if we did 6 episodes, it'd be 240 minutes. That is over an hour. If we did 5 episodes, that is that is exactly 200 minutes. That is over an hour. That's 3 hours. So you cannot tell me when I eat that up. And then we would do season 2, which is 5 times 3. What? 40 times 3. That's 120 minutes. So that's about 2 hours. You cannot tell me when I eat up I even forgot. So 2 hours. We're just gonna add because yeah. 120. Yeah, because I can't. Oh. Didn't even let me finish what I had to say. So that's 320 minutes altogether if you put 2 seasons together. So let's see how many hours that would be. That would be 50. No, I did by 6. I said by 60. Okay. That would be 5 hours. That would be a like 5-hour movie. And nobody want to sit there for 5 hours. But people would eat it up as a series. Because people ate up Game of Thrones. They ate up The Summer I Turned Pretty. They ate up... What's another adaptation? What is another adaptation? They ate up... Wait, does the manga come before? Does manga count as a book? Is crazy. Does manga come before the what is it called, anime? Yeah, mangas are created before anime. So you're telling me you guys ate up The Summer I Turned Pretty. You guys ate up The Babysitter's Club because that was an adaptation. You guys ate up. You guys are going to eat up Good Girl Get Murdered. You guys ate up A Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You guys ate up any Marvel comic. You guys ate up Love and Gelato. You guys ate up any manga, Demon Slayer, My Hero Academia, like that, Sailor Moon. You guys like almost ate up the Dork Diaries movie, but it got canceled because COVID. Like you guys cannot tell me you guys not want to see an Allie Hazelwood movie. And if you're going to say you don't want to see one, there's the door. Because I'm an Allie Hazelwood stan, so if you don't want to see Allie Hazelwood books become a movie, why are you here? What are you doing here? This is not a place for you. This is not your home. I'm kidding, you guys. You guys can like and not like your authors. Any author you want, because I don't like Hannah Grace. I know she's hyped up. Well, it's not that I don't like Hannah Grace. I don't like her books. She might be a really nice person. I don't know. I just don't like her books. So I don't like Hannah Grace's books. But y'all don't come for me, so I'm not gonna come for y'all if they don't like Allie Hazelwood. But yeah. So yeah. And I guess maybe today we could do some who I would cast for these characters, but I don't know. Because like Sabrina Carpenter, she is a Netflix actor. That's for sure. Sorry. I mean, Love Hypothesis. I haven't read this yet, but people ate this book up. It's like, I have it right here in my hand. It looks good. Flipping through the pages. It's a big book. This will make for a good series. Like a good series. Because I feel like if you were to make this a movie, this would be about a 6-hour movie. 6-hour movie. So I would say chapters, let's see. I haven't read it once again, so I'm just like flipping to a random chapter, and that's gonna be like one season, and then the next chapter is like the next season. Okay, so chapter 7 would be season 1. Like chapter 1 and chapter 7 would be season 1. Then we would wait about a month or 2, or maybe a year. Gotta leave people in suspense. Then chapter 8 to chapter 13 is season 2. Wait about a month or 2, maybe a year if you want. Depends on Allie. And then we could do like a short season. So chapter 14 to chapter 17 is season 3. And then chapter 18 to the Epilogue. Adam and Olive. Is that her name? Yeah, Olive. Adam and so chapter 18 of the prologue would be season. What is this? Season 4, 5. I don't know what season I was on because I feel like that would make such a good series. And like you guys, we would all eat this up. I'm not gonna just say y'all because I would eat it too. I would have to watch it first, but I would eat it too. And then also we have Love Theoretically. Once again, I haven't read that. I don't even own the book yet, so yeah, but I feel like that would make for a good series. I can't tell you how many seasons there would be, how many episodes there would be, because I don't know how big or small the book is, so I can't tell you. But I feel like that was like 𝙤𝙤𝙀𝙧 Hazel's book for make for a good movie or a good like series, like a nice cozy series that you could gather up every Thursday or Friday and sit there and you could watch, and you could just like read the book first, of course, and be like, oh, I remember this happened in the book. Like I'm so glad that they added this. Like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So, like, even The Love Hypothesis is a New York Times bestseller. Which, real quick, I want to know, how is every single book a New York Times bestseller, especially the ones that, like, literally nobody likes? That, like, only 3 people bought, and those 3 people were like, this book is horrible. How is that a New York Times bestseller? How is it, like award-winning book awards? Like, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, the second that Hannah Grace came out with Wildfire, it was the #1 top charts book. And I'm like, what in the world? That doesn't make any sense. No. This is not what we're doing. We're not gonna do this random labeling, logoing stuff, okay? We're not doing that. Like, even if I were to write a book and like only 3 people read it, and those 3 people said that it was good, if it became a New York Times bestseller, I would be so mad. Because it's like, well, bestseller where? Bestseller who? Bestseller what? Bestseller when? Like, get out of here with that, please. Don't. But yeah, I feel like 𝙤𝙀 Hazel would make for such good movies. You guys know what I mean? So, let's make some predictions on the If the Girls Catch a Murder TV show, since we're on the topic of adoptions. So the person that is playing Elliot Ward is Matthew I can't read. Pip 𝙤𝙀𝙀, which is my Discord name, Pippa. Pippa is played by Emma Myers, who played Enid in Wednesday. Leanne 𝙤𝙀𝙀, which is her mom. Anna Maxwell Martin. Annabelle Moulion played Rosie Hastings. Carla Woodcock is Becca Bell. Becca Bell is Andy Bell's older sister, aka Andy Bell is the victim. Asha Banks is Carl Ward, which is one of her best friends. India Lily Davies is Andy Bell, aka our victim. Henry Ashton Max Hastings. I hated Max Hastings. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. Adam Estelle is Toby Hastings. Jude Morgan Colley is Connor Reynolds. Orla Hill is Ruby Foxcroft. Jessica Weber is Matthew Sylvia. Yasmin I don't want to slander nobody's name. Yasmin Al-Kudahari. Yasmin Al-Kudahari is Naomi Ward, another one of her best friends. Yali Topo Margulis is Lauren Gibson. Reiko Gorahara is Zach Chen, and Matthew Kahn is Dylan. By the way, I got my copies of all the limited edition exclusive 𝙤𝙀 Hazelwood books that were still available, and I really want them to bring Check and Mate back, because Check and Mate's cover thing is just so cute, and I would love to get my hands on it. And if they brought back the Loathe to Love You exclusive edition, which I have the normal edition right here in my hands, because I was just reading it before I got back on the filming. If they brought that one back, then I would have all the special editions for my favorite author. Well, my favorite romance author, if that makes sense. I have seen this book. Hold on, let me go on Amazon. Let's go to Amazon together, guys. After I prove that I'm human to this dino bar. Oh, okay. Amazon. Okay, and then it's like this book called Papers Don't Lie, I think. Papers Don't Lie by Maeve Hazel. And it was literally just published. Wait. It was published 2 months ago. Like, and the cover is so cute. And she has, it looks like, let's look at all of her books. So, Papers Don't Lie is the one that I'm going to buy. And it's in a new series. But then she has another one called Indigo Eyes. And then there's Indigo Eyes Special Edition. Then there's Safety Measures. So I would say go buy Papers Don't Lie because I keep seeing like little snippets of the book. And everybody's like, this is so cute. And I'm like, wait, let me get my copy first. So I need to buy me one. I need to buy my copy. I was just talking about how I hadn't started Below Zero. I started it because I actually finished Stuck With You, and it ended up with a happy ending. It was really cute. And I'm on chapter 1 still, but I have started it. And I already finished the prologue. And the prologue, I wouldn't say it was a long prologue, but still. And I like watching these compilation videos, like these book talk compilation videos. And there was this one where it was like, I read 100 pages on the plane to here. And like, it was like, what 100 pages actually looks like. It looks like you read like 3 pages. Like 20 pages, and that's max. And you still have like this entire book to go, even if the book is like 100 pages. No, not 100. If the book is like 200 pages and you read 100 pages, it doesn't even look like you read half the book. It looks like you read like half a third of a book. Like not even half of the book, no, half a third. 0.5 out of 3 of a book. She says, join the Fable Book Club and the Discord server and subscribe, like, hit the notification bell so you guys never ever miss a video. Happy birthday with your birthday. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Be nice, be kind, be safe, be really, really safe. It also says, share the video and comment down below. What's your favorite book 2 movie, aka adaptation is. And we can probably talk about it in the next video. And Maddie's gonna end up the video right here. Oh, that's a nice notification. Anyways, bye y'all. Y'all heard the notification.